is up, real pretty family? You know how we coming, you know how we bumming, you know how we slumming in this channel. And if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because on this channel we are changing our habits, our realities, and we're just changing our lives to be happier. All right, so let's get into this video. This video is how to be confident without faking it, because a lot of people on the internet say, oh yeah, just fake it till you make it, fake it till you make it, but it's not actually faking it. When they say that quote, it's really to embody the person that you want to be, not to fake the person that you want to be. If it's not you, then it's not going to work. So today we are going to be going into some tips to avoid how to fake confidence and how to actually be confident in your own ways. So tip number 1 on how to be confident without faking it would be to actually take action, to actually step outside of your comfort zone and actually do it. Not just record yourself or, oh, look at what I'm about to do, but then you just post it on the internet, but you never actually did it. So I would say try to be uncomfortable, try to start speaking up in social settings, even if you're at your job, in a meeting, or anything like that. I would say to start to speak up and like start to vocalize so that you don't overthink so much in your head, like, oh, I should have said this, or if I said this, then maybe we could have did that, and I just don't want to say anything because what if I'm wrong? Well, it's time to start talking, time to start expressing yourself, time to start being who you really are, and stop being scared of the people around you's opinions, because it doesn't really matter. Everyone in this world has opinions. And every human literally judges people in like the first 10 seconds that they meet somebody. So it's gonna happen regardless. So I wouldn't overthink about the judging. I would just be yourself. Because if you don't start taking action and if you don't start stepping up for yourself and your confidence, then you're really just in a state of avoidance. And avoidance is what causes your anxiety. The avoidance of not trying to do something will keep your anxiety. Because if you never try to bake a cake, then you're always going to have anxiety of, can I bake a cake? I don't think I could bake a cake very well. I think it's going to burn, or woo woo. But all of those anxiety thoughts are because you didn't try to bake the cake. So we just think of all the problem outcomes because we're scared. So instead of thinking about all the problem outcomes, just do the task. Just step up, take some action, be yourself, express yourself, do what you like to do, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Tip number 2 would be to keep small promises to yourself. I mean, they could be small, they could be big, but I would say to start off with keeping small promises to yourself. Write down small goals that you want to start practicing that you know or you think will better your life, like exercising, eating healthier, reading, work, self-care, hanging out with friends, anything on that list, right? I would write something on that list and try to make a small promise towards it. Like, say, working out. Say you want to work out and you want to lose 50 pounds, this, and that. But with the anxiety and all your mind working, you're probably like, wow, 50 pounds is so much. It's going to take over a year. It's going to do this. It's going to do that. I feel like I can't do it. But if you make small commitments, like today, I'm going to work out for 30 minutes. Tomorrow I'm a little bit busy, so maybe I'll just stretch. The next day, maybe I'll just walk around the park listening to my AirPods and stuff like that. So once you start promising yourself, like, hey, on Thursdays, I go to the park every single day, pop in my AirPods and go work out, and go work out or go take a walk for about an hour. Woo woo. So once you make those small commitments to yourself, make sure that you complete them. It builds a type of self-trust so that you'll be able to trust yourself more when you're in other situations. Self-trust is the part in your brain where you want to try a new problem or try to problem solve or try to do something outside of your comfort zone. And now that you built your self-trust, you have just a little bit more confidence to be like, yeah, I can do that. I can complete that. I could beat that. I could win this. I could do that marathon. Yeah, I can do it because I build my self-trust, I do my commitments, I listen to myself, I have self-discipline, I know how to be determined. So that, like, once you're self-disciplined and have determination, then you can honestly complete any goal that you want in life. Also, building this type of lifestyle of creating commitments to yourself and you actually completing them, it does build self-trust, but it also builds a type of integrity where you know that you have to complete this project no matter what. Some people like to procrastinate, or some people start something and never finish. But with integrity, you know, I started this project, I put my time and energy into it, so I'm not going to waste my time and energy into it, because my time and energy is very valuable. So then you'll continue your projects and you'll finish all your commitments, all of your goals, and you'll just see your life start opening up. Tip number 3 is embracing discomfort. And when I say embracing discomfort, I really mean emotions, because our emotions can take over our mind, our brain, and even our body. Like, say you're just got into a breakup and you're really, really sad, and all you want to do is just lay in your bed, eat snacks, watch TV, and just cry. Yes, that is acceptable for probably like a day. You know, get the emotions out, grieve. I'm not saying to not have emotions, but you need to fight those emotions. You need to beat those emotions, because once you beat those emotions and you still are able to get up and go to work, get up and be a mom, get up and be a dad, get up and be a caregiver, get up and be a good friend, a good sister, anything like that, it gives you definitely self-confidence, and it also gives you power over the situations. Because say you're just really, really angry at your job manager, and you're just so angry, but because you're so angry, you just start blurting out things, walk off, throw things, this and that, all because in that little 5 minutes you were angry. But now, because you were angry for just 5 minutes at work, you lost your job, you're stressing out how you're going to pay next week's bills, you don't have any money to get some food, to eat, to have fun, to smile. All of that happened because you were angry and you never learned how to fight and learn and how to embrace the discomfort. Learn how to be angry but still be calm. Learn how to be sad but still be powerful. Learn how to be lazy some days but have a routine, have a schedule, have some 30 minutes to lay on TikTok, but once you're done laying on your bed for those 30 minutes, you get right up, go work out, go do this, do whatever you have to do for the rest of the day. Now that will definitely bring real confidence into your life. Okay? Tip number 4 on how to be confident without faking it would be to define your values as a person. So defining your values as a person brings you around a good group of people. Say if one person believes the sky is blue, but the other group believes the sky is green, then why try to fit into the other groups when you know your morals is the sky is blue? So you're just going to be butting heads with your friends, your business partners, the social settings, and stuff like that. So have your values. And I mean, I understand that, you know, we have friends who we don't all have the same values, but at least have friends that respect your values and understand your values and won't make fun of your values. Because once people respect you, respect your values, like you as a good character, a good moral person, then it just makes you feel confident. It makes you feel like, yeah, I am a good person. I am doing good in this world. I do have some good friends. They do say I'm a good friend back. Because when I hear stuff like that, I definitely get good self-confidence, because I'm like, wow, I'm a good friend. And that's like, it's like adding things to your resume, you know, like I'm a good friend. I'm very careful. I'm always somebody to call. I'm always this. I'm always that. But I definitely have my values set into place. Everybody knows that I'm a spiritual person versus a religious person. Everybody knows that I do YouTube. Everybody knows that I have a son. Everybody knows like everything about me, because I'm an open book. If you start to hide things about yourself, then that kind of shows people that you have an insecurity about it, or that it's a secret, or that you don't want people to know. So when you have to hide a secret or hide a value or hide your real intentions, you'll never become your full self. You'll never become fully confident because you're always thinking about, well, 5 people think that the sky is green and I'm the only one who thinks the sky is blue. Well, even though that's not my value, I'm just going to go over there because I'll have friends. That won't build self-confidence, that won't build character, and you'll forever be living in the shadow. So over here on this page, Real Pretty Family, we are creating baddies, strong, confident people, and we're changing our habits, our mindsets, and our realities, okay? To be better people. Tip number 5. Tip number 5 is just like a small tip physically on how you can stop faking being confident. So tip number 5 would be to ground yourself in any public setting. Even if you're at home, honestly, just ground yourself. So grounding yourself could be speaking slower, thinking before you speak, reading the room, reading body language. Before you go into a room or a public setting, you could fix your posture, stand straight, get off of your phone, look people in the eyes, talk with like passion, talk loud, don't talk like this and like you just don't want to be heard by people, and then people aren't gonna care about what you say because you're talking like this. But since I'm talking like this and I'm using eye contact, it gives more people a better reaction, and it gives more people, like, it shows that you have more confidence about what you're speaking about what you're saying, about your opinions, your this. It gives people a reason to listen to you. It makes you feel like you know what you're talking about. Tip number 6. Tip number 6 would be to stop looking for perfection and treat failures as knowledge. So perfection is going to be the thing that probably stops a lot of people from starting a project. Like, I'm gonna use me as an example with YouTube. I want my thumbnails to be perfect, my videos to be perfect, my camera quality to be perfect, my sound quality to be perfect. Like, if I could, I would probably be recording on a $5,000 camera, even though I wouldn't even know how to use it, you know? Like, that was my mindset. Like, oh my gosh, I have to have $1,000 camera because they already have good quality and they have this and they have that. But no, perfection is not the goal. The goal is small completed task. Small completed task. Like this. The big goal of having 1 million subscribers is really, really scary, and it could take anywhere from a year to 5 years to 10 years to 20 years. It could take anywhere. So it's a really scary thing to think about, like, wow, to try to hit perfection. But my goal is just, hey, I'm gonna sit down in my room, I'm gonna record on my phone, I'm gonna make sure my videos are as good as I can make them, and I'm gonna post 2 times a week, and whatever happens. And that's where you start matching your new reality, and you are starting to act like the person you would be in that new reality. Because even if I did have 1 million YouTube subscribers, I would have to be posting 2 times a week. That's how I got those 1 million subscribers, right? So it's not about perfection. It's about gaining the knowledge, doing the research, taking the time, putting the work in, so that you can get to that big goal. Because nobody just gets to a big goal just by wishing on a star. Like all these basketball legends, you think they just became great basketball players just because? No, they practice like 12 hours a day, 5-6 days a week, with workouts, with massages, with research and watching tapes and talking to coaches and nutritionists and all of this and that. Like, it did not just happen, overnight, or, by high school, he was just amazing. You don't just pick up a ball and just be amazing. No, it does take practice. It takes time. It takes research. It takes all of that. Like, you have to definitely put the work in. So perfection definitely stops a lot of people, and it could definitely stop your self-confidence. But once you start putting the work in, doing the research, and you start believing in yourself, actually, that you can do this because you've seen the stats, you know that you can do it. Like, hey, that's what I said. People are doing YouTube videos on their phone. I'm like, well, then what's stopping me? What's the difference between them and me? That's what my mindset is. So maybe if you don't have a mindset like that, but when you see a famous basketball player and you're just like, man, I really want to play in the NBA. What's the difference between me and them? What are they doing that I'm not doing? And just start doing some of those little practices and put the work in and stuff like that. Because your worth is not your progress. Just because I'm doing 2 videos a week and I still have 0 subscribers does not mean my self-worth, my self-confidence should just plummet because I have no subscribers. I believe in myself, I believe in my message, and I just believe in the universe. So as long as you believe in yourself, then that's all that really matters, because your self-worth is not your progress. I know that I'm still a great human being, a great person, a great mother, a great friend, a great sister, everything. I know that I am a great person, even though I can have 0 subscribers still. Like, your progress does not equal your worth. Okay? Tip number 7. Tip number 7 would be to gain self-respect. By gaining self-respect, you don't need everybody in the entire world to like you. You just need to express your needs, express your boundaries, and once you express your needs and your boundaries, then you will find a good group of friends who fit those needs and boundaries. Like I said with the other situation about values, if you're always thinking the sky is blue, but your friends are constantly laughing at you and arguing with you and saying that it's green, it's not really a good friendship to have, and you'll just not have good friends. And not having good friends in life won't really help with self-confidence, because sometimes, you know, after a breakup or when you're feeling down or sad or bad, sometimes you just want to go out with your best friend, go out, dance, have fun, put on makeup, look cute, put on a good outfit. So it is very important to have good friends. But make sure that your friends know who you are. Don't fake trying to be somebody like, oh, we're going to go get a drink of coffee. We're going to go get a cup of coffee. Do you want some? And you say, yeah, I love coffee. Oh my gosh. But knowing in the back of your head that you freaking hate coffee. It makes you poop. It makes your stomach hurt. It just gives you jitters. It makes your hands shake, all that stuff. But you drink the coffee just because you're like, I want to be in this group of friends. But if you would have said like, hey, I'll come with you, but I just don't really, or if you say, hey, I don't really like coffee, they could be like, oh, okay, they still have tea, they still have this, they still have that, maybe you could just get a snack. Now that's how you know that you have real friends. But if they be like, you don't drink coffee, what's wrong with you? Woo, woo, woo. Well, all right, see you later. Well, then maybe you're right. You maybe need to like start drifting away, maybe find some better friends, you know, do things that you both like to do. Because if you're always doing what somebody else wants to do, meeting their needs, meeting their expectations, meeting their boundaries, then it's like, who are you? Where are you? Who is your character? You know? So I would definitely express your needs, express your boundaries, because you don't want to be a pushover. You don't want to be a people pleaser. You don't want to just keep on letting people push you over, because it could drain your energy. It could drain your emotions, your day. It could just drain you, make you feel bad, bring anxiety. So we don't need any of that. Are we right? Also, having to express your needs and your boundaries with friends or family or anybody in the public setting, this will create a more peaceful life for you and for them. Because if you say, hey, I don't like you crossing over this line. When you cross over this line, I feel very uncomfortable, and 1, 2, and 3. And if they listen to your boundaries, hey, that's a good friend. You won't get angry. You won't have arguments. You won't build resentment against your friend or family, because once you build resentment of, oh my gosh, they kept crossing over my line. They kept crossing over my line, and I told them already, but they keep doing it. And you, in your head, you're just talking shit about them. But then in their head, they're like, la 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 la, look at my best friend. Like, you know, then it builds a rift in the friendship, because you're building resentment and anger, and you're like, oh my gosh, you just keep pushing my boundaries. But the person is like, oh, you know, it's okay, she's fine, it's just a little line. But no, this is why creating boundaries, expressing your needs, expressing what you like, what you do, what makes you comfortable is very important, because it might feel awkward, like, oh, why do they care? But in the long run, if you plan to have these friends for like years and years and years, it is very, very important to create boundaries so that you guys don't end up in sticky situations, awkward situations, arguments, anger, building resentment, and all of that bad stuff. Okay. Tip number 8. Tip number 8 would be to have self-compassion. To give yourself some leeway. Love yourself like you love on other people. Which means, like, emotionally, like, not being hard on yourself maybe too often. Because me, I'm definitely hard on myself. So, say if... I'm trying to think of an example. Say if I didn't record a YouTube video, because technically I'm recording these YouTube videos a little bit late, and you could be like, oh my gosh, I didn't record videos for this week. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. Why didn't I do that? Woo woo. I should just stop. It's not for me. Right? Some people could go down that rabbit hole so far that they'll just stop doing their dreams, stop doing their passions, because they just feel like they're not doing what they're supposed to do. But if you had I had to think about it of, if I had a best friend and my best friend was going through that, I would be like, girl, chill out, go take a bath, go take a break, go take a nap, come back, you know? It's not over with just because you skipped a week. Just do more videos next week, or just start writing out your titles, start writing out what you want to do before the week. I would help her find things to make her passions and her goals easier. So when I started to realize that I'm very compassionate towards my friends, when they're tired from work or just doing, just having a struggle time and stuff like that, I like to uplift my people. I like we all to be happy, even if we are in down situations, because I love it when I'm stressing out and crashing out and stressed, and my friends help me and stop me from crying and stuff like that. It feels good. So, and in those moments, they don't know, like, how much of a good friend they're being, because I can crash out and explode and cry, and I will really stop this whole production. Cut. But just one little venting session with my friend, and her giving me, tips and telling me to calm down and relax, and that I'm still, a good person. I'm still very hardworking and stuff like that. That's just reminders, and it's compassion. So I just thought of it like, if I listen to them when they say it, why can I not listen to myself when I tell myself it's okay to lay down for 30 minutes. It's okay to take a nap today. It's okay to not eat healthy today. It's okay, Alyssa, relax. You're not falling off the wagon or gonna gain 50 pounds or go back on your workout routine just because you forgot to work out or something like that. Having self-compassion is just being as kind to yourself as you would your friends, your family, or even a person on the street. We are sometimes nicer to strangers than we are our own self. Okay? And just being self-compassionate, having self-love, and just knowing that you love yourself completely, well, that's what confidence is. So definitely work on self-love, self-compassion, having boundaries, being peaceful, expressing your needs, and just being yourself. Don't follow people. Don't be a people pleaser. Don't be a pushover. Don't try to follow the crowd or the trends. And then also, don't be posting on social media like you're eating a healthy salad, but then when you get home, you're eating 5 candy bars, a fried chicken bucket, and some french fries. Like, that's what I mean by having the real confidence, but not faking it. Like, just doing small things every day, finishing those small commitments, those small goals, going out into the world, not being scared, testing your limits. All of that stuff will actually bring real confidence that you can really go out into the world and be like, yeah, I really do eat a salad. Yeah. Or if you invite your friend over to your house and they open your fridge, you really will be eating healthy, and they could be like, wow. And having self-confidence and having determination and self-discipline itself is kind of motivating for other people. Like, if I saw somebody's fridge literally only have fruits, vegetables, greens, all that stuff, I'm gonna be like, wow. I want to be like you. So it's all about just loving yourself And then once you love yourself, the people around you will love you too. So stop being scared of being yourself and just be who you are. You're going to find the right people in the right group. Thank you for watching my video, Real Pretty Family. You know that I love you guys and that one video at a time, we're going to be changing our mindsets, our habits, and our realities, okay? Okay, so continue to like my videos, continue to subscribe, and go ahead and share these videos with your friends, your girlies, your business partners, anything like that, where you just want to change your reality, want to change your confidence, and stuff like that. Okay, so this is Real Pretty Family. Love you.